What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? Y'all, what's good? What's good? We tuning in for another video, man. I know y'all see the title. Some people probably crying, man. No. hey, some people probably crying, man. Cause I know everybody that follow the channel and the calls and bills and all that, man. Most of y'all get more attached to these old things more than I do. Not knowing the whole time. I guess people think I be playing, man. When I be saying stuff. I try to tell everybody that watches, man, I try to tell y'all my intentions on anytime I acquire a car. They be up front, and I be meaning it. I guess people think they grow on me, but I ain't attached. It's only one car and possibly a second that have earned my heart, for real. And that is that one over there in the cover. Y'all know Meats, man. Meats, it's a spirit in it. It's a spirit in the car. I keep telling. Hey, man, my wife joke about it all the time. I say it's a spirit in the car. I act different when I get in the car, man. I feel different when I'm in the car. So it just, y'all know it ain't. Y'all know the donk ain't going nowhere. The only way the donk will go somewhere is if that vert come for the right price. But other than that, the donk ain't going nowhere. And Dolo, me and wife were talking about the other day. Dolo ain't going nowhere. And for one, ain't nobody gonna want to drop the bag. I go through that every time, man. Nobody want to drop the bag. Folk want something for nothing, man. Folks really want something for nothing. Either you know what it costs. I'm gonna tell you who will buy my car. Like whoever buy this truck. I'm gonna tell you 9 times out of 10 who it's gonna be. It's either gonna be a person that really build cars and has done this, not back in the day, but maybe has done something recently and they're familiar on what this stuff costs. So they know what they're getting. Or it's just gonna be somebody that just really got some paper. And they just have emotion and they get what they want. It's gonna be one of them two people, but most of the time, I mean, then you got people that know what it is, they just don't have the funds. Which I hate that, man. I mean, you have people like that. Now, I know what people gonna say, raffle. I don't like fooling with that, man. It's too much of a headache. And I already dropped the news on my Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook, you already seen where I dropped the post some days ago. But this is my formal video for all the people that don't follow on Facebook, letting you know. So we're finna get into it. But yeah, man, as I was saying, I got this ad pulled out. It's for sale. Now, I'm not pressed to sell. This is a different type of video. Like the Camaro, I was actively trying to sell John Jones, man. Like, John Jones had really overstayed his welcome. I bought that car to do ride reactions. That's what I bought that car for. I told wife, I said, man, at the time I was doing true street car problems, and I was setting people up with rides, and then it turned into ride reactions, which is how J Malcolm 2004 Rides channel came about, which is my first and original vlog channel. J Malcolm 2004 Rides is the first and original vlog channel, and I still got it. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I bought the Camaro literally to do ride reaction car. I didn't have a high horsepower car at that very moment, and I was like, I ain't got nothing to take people for a ride. So this one already ready. I'm gonna skin down, cash out. That's why I bought the car. Then in the mix, I put my little remix on it, got some sponsors, developed some relationships, some companies, and started running the car. The car ended up being pretty quick. And I had my little fun with it, but I was done with it. And it had to go. I sold it. And it was the same thing, man. I go through there with all my cars. Like, I put the price out there. I want $20,000 for this truck. $20,000. I want $20,000 for the truck. Jay, a bit easier to raffle. I tried that. I don't like that, man. It's a headache. It's just a headache to me, man. It really is. So 20,000. Somebody can buy it outright, or I keep it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not pressed to sell it. If you saw my other video, I revealed the time on the video. The truck is pretty quick. Somebody gonna say, I'm gonna tell you everything, and I know how people think when they hear the price of it. And y'all done seen this truck. Y'all done saw it. But for people finding the video, this is what it is. Cal track suspension. Y'all see them Cal track bars on there. Look through there. Cal tracks. Nittos. Need some tire though. Cal tracks are LS swap. The paint, y'all know the paint less than 2 years old. J Hall Automotive. Interior fresh. Fresh bucket seats. Y'all know I did everything new on it. Grill, new bumper, new valence, everything. New locks, door handles, new tail lights. I did everything new when I painted this truck. And for the people that really know why. Remember when I bought it, it was skin up. So y'all saw the whole process. Everybody don't know. J Hall took this whole truck apart. There was one door left on the truck. Painted behind the cab. Most people ain't saying no truck painted back here, man. He painted behind the cab. It paint back there. It paint in there. Nobody ain't gonna see it, but it paint back there. But rear end fully done, 28 spline axles, 373, all of that. A clean LS swap. Clean LS swap. Done the right way. Done the right way. High dollar headers and stuff, wrap around the front. Man, it's everything. Fabricated valve covers. Most people know how much them cost. Fabricated valve covers. Man, the whole nine. Clean LS swap. Pump gas. Music. And I got the new box. Y'all remember I bought that? I never put the box on yet. The MSD 6014 box, because we got the fresh transmission in here. Showtime transmission has less than 200 miles on it. Reverse manual valve body, trans brake, everything on here. And that's why I got the 6014 box. Remember to, cause it got the 2-step built in it, all of that. Hook the laptop up to it. Right now it run on timing curve modules. That's the old box. So I got the 6014 upstairs, brand new. Y'all know we got the nitrous kit, the nitrous express nitrous kit, lightly used, which put on Dolo, which came off of Dolo. Which I throw that in for a little extra. I can't give it away. I throw both of them in for a little extra, one or the other. But you got to know what you're getting. Then I told, like, people gonna say, well, for that price, man, I can go buy a faster car. You can go buy a faster car or a faster race car. If you go hunt around, you can find one, or you can find one that's a little bit higher. But it's all in what you want. A street car can cost more than a race car. It's convenience. You paying for convenience. You can drive this everywhere. If this truck right here or that Monte Carlo go out, I can drive this every day reliably and be fine. It run on 93 octane. You can go buy a race car for cheap. It gutted out and all that. I see them all the time. But that don't affect my price. Cause you got to pay for convenience. You paying for convenience. You paying for the cleanliness. It's a fresh paint job. The new bumpers, new grill. All that, the bed cover, man, everything. But you got to know what you're building and how much it takes to do an LS swap. To get somebody, you bring your motor and you do an LS swap the right way, not wires running everywhere, none of that. Do it the right way, clean cut, get it tuned, tune it right. You'll mess around and be out of 10 grand. That's just doing the swap and labor. If you want, unless you know how to do it yourself. So you got to know what you get, man. Cause you know it's typical thing. You put price out there. You have people complain about the price. Either you got it or you don't. That's it. That's it. And now that's how I roll. When I'm looking at a car, every car y'all ever saw me buy, I never haggled the owner about the price. Even when I just recently bought the Dome, I asked what it'll take for you. He wasn't advertising that car for sale. You gotta pay like you weigh in the game, man. Stuff ain't cheap. He was not advertising this car for sale, right? I didn't know he still had it. I said, man, I want that car. I said, what it'll take for you to get out that car. He told me his price. I said, I'll be there this weekend. Just like that. That's just that simple. Either you want it or you don't. Either you feel like it's worth it or you don't. If you feel like it ain't worth it, then it ain't for you. If you know what you're looking at, it's for you. You know what you're getting. Like I said, truck done been 740s. It went 740s. It went 740s on a marginal track. With the bad transmission. Y'all know that transmission was bad, man. It was over revving. It'll shift, but it was over revving the transmission. But I kept running it as long as I could. Then it just finally had to come out. It went 740s. I have not ran this truck since I put the new transmission in it. The truck gonna go 720s. You ain't did it yet. You gonna have them people you ain't did it yet. So how you? I know, man. I know, and I bet somebody some money. I've been running them long enough. If it don't run some 720, then I bet somebody it gonna run 720. I know what it run. It went 740s. I'm not telling exactly what 740, but cause I can't remember off the top. Had to pull the ticket, but it went. I think mid 740s, and then it went to a tighter track and still went 740, and then it way over real. It went up there to 8,000. It ain't doing nothing to 8,000, ain't making no power, and then shifted late. So it probably would have went a 30 then. I'm telling you, when I take it, there's no tram brake, there's foot brake. It's gonna run 720s on the motor on foot brake. If I continue to keep it, I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just up and do it, and then the price gonna go up. I'm gonna go ahead and get Jess and them, put the 6014 box on, put the nitro plate on, stick my old 1 gallon fuel cell over here, run me a dedicated fuel system, add me another regulator, and then spray 150 on it. No more than 150 to keep the truck reliable. To keep the truck reliable, I don't want to be putting one. I know I could put 175, 200 on it, but it got the gap. It has the ring gap for it. But I don't want to do that. If this truck light, it don't take much, man. Nitrous gonna increase your torque. Nitrous off top gonna give you a lot of more torque. It's gonna bump the torque up there. Boom. The truck light. I go down there, run 720 on the motor. Hit across the head with 150. It probably go mid 6 or 670s. To be more realistic, it'll go 670 on a 150 shot. Let me see. 670s. Yep, I'm on the money. It'll go about 670s night and day. Boom, boom, boom. On a 150 shot. A 150 with a you really don't need a dedicated fuel system for a 150 shot. And if you know what you're doing with the tuner, you can spray 150 on pump gas. I have done it before, 93. I done it years ago with meats. But just to be safe, you ain't got to worry about hurting the engine, because you got a dedicated fuel system. A 150 shot is such a small shot. You can run it all day. 670, man, a 670 street truck. And you can get it to go fast if you want to. You can step the nitrous up, but 6-second street truck that you can drive anywhere for 20,000, it ain't bad. And clean, fresh paint, done right. That's a great deal. I tell anybody, try to do it from scratch and make it clean. Cause the thing with bills, I did a whole live stream on this. The thing with bills is that you can do it multiple ways, right? So I could take, let's say, my father-in-law truck right there. You can go buy something like that, which his truck not painted. It's a solid body, but what I'm saying is not cleaned up, like the light broken out and stuff. The seats need to be done and stuff, but it's a running truck. You can buy something like that, get you a good little deal on it. You can stick you something in. You can go buy a used motor, which you can be on borrowed time like that. You don't know. That's why I have done bills all separate ways to show y'all. You can get you a used motor. Might catch you a used little motor, $4,000 or $5,000. Stick it in there. If you got something that makes some decent power, you're gonna have to address that ring. They're gonna be 12 plus. If you got a 7.5, it's gonna be 12 plus. Unless you find one. If you bargain shopping, you shopping around, you cutting labor and you doing it yourself, you can put you something together, run in the Selms on motor and stuff. But it ain't gonna be clean. It ain't gonna be clean. The interior and stuff. So it's give and taking this stuff. That's why I said whoever buy this, if it sells, like I'm not pressed to sell it. That's why I said this is a unique thing. I'm just putting it out here because I always get asked. I want to buy the truck, but I tell wife every time I say it, man, these folk capping. I know. I had the Camaro for sale for a couple months. Then finally I said, all right, I try to give everybody a 10. Now we tried the raffle thing first. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my big page. I put it on my real big page, it was gone in 2 days. Out of state in 2 days. So I try to wait, man. But somebody that really know what they're getting and know what it costs to set something up like this and build it, they gonna know. Like some people said, hey, it worth every penny. If I saw it for 20, get what? Shit, it worth every penny. I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm gonna do with it. Because I will see this and I'm say, man, 20? You can have a mid 6-second truck or 670 truck, and it probably go faster. I'm always being realistic when I call out of times, and most of the time they go faster. But I'm just being realistic. I always being realistic. I don't like to overshoot. Now you got a tram brake. You leave on that 150 on the tram brake and stuff. Yeah, it'll probably go 60s. I ain't no problem. I know it will, cause I know the weight of it. It'll go 60s. A 660 truck. Yeah, it takes some time. It takes some money. That's why people get opt for light vehicles and everything. But as I said, this is just my for sale video. Cause people always ask. This is just to put the price out there to the world, so people start asking. 20,000. Cause I know it done circulated around the internet. 20,000. So if somebody hit me or email me and be like, "Hey, I got that bag. Hey, I want the truck," then y'all gonna see it disappear. Other than that, I won't be making any more posts or none of that trying to push to sell it. It's out there. Everybody know they want it. 20,000 price. Other than that, it's regular scheduled programming. I'm still gonna put the 6014 box on. I'm still gonna put the nitro kit on, and then the price will change. As I get a new ticket, the price will change, and I confirm what I'm telling y'all it will do. The price will change. So they're just putting it out there. I'm not pressed to sell. I do like the truck. I like brown coat. I like brown coat. The only reason, I say one of the only reasons I'm not as connected to this truck, because it's not one of them things I can ride my family in. I can't build memories in. Like I got two daughters, then I got my wife. So it ain't one of them things I can just ride my kids around in or we can ride in as a family. So most of the time it's just me in it. So I'm like, it's just something to have fun. Like I like a lot of cars. You never know what I buy. I like trucks. I like short beds. I like A-body 60 model cars. I like old school. I like the old school luxury car, like the Rolls Royces and stuff. I like a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm liable to buy anything. I like cars from the 60s. I like 50 model car. I'm liable to buy anything. It just depended on how I'm feeling at that moment. But that doesn't mean it's gonna stay. That's just how I am. But big bodies is my thing. 80s model car, and you know, you gotta think about it. I noticed something. Most people, their favorite cars 9 times out of 10 are the cars from their era when they were growing up. Like people that grew up in the 70s and were younger, they like 70 model cars and 60s cars. You know, they were running around. So people that grew up in that era most of the time gravitate toward those cars. That's why I'm an 80s baby. I like 80 model cars. That's why I got a lot of, they ain't true classic, but I like 80s model cars because this what we grew up on. We rode in them and that's what we saw riding around. So say the only car I'm really that ain't gonna go nowhere Dolo. For one, because it's the first car that I acquired that I put my combination on from scratch. I mean total combination, all me. That's what I'm saying. I didn't spec engine stuff for, but this from top to bottom. That was the first one. Then you got everything, get R&B, wife car stuff. But that's the first one that all the way me. So y'all know I put my hands on this car a lot. So it ain't going nowhere. And number two, I know people won't pay for it anyway. They ain't want to pay for the roller the first time. So I said they kill that. People start asking. Somebody have to flash some big paper. And that's why I don't never. This is a reason why. I'm telling y'all, I'm getting it all out right now. This is a reason why I never throw prices out there when I get asked on all these platforms and Instagram and stuff. Is because somebody that really wants something, they gonna put their price on it. I never understood why people say make me an offer, but over the years I do understand. People say make me an offer because in the end, a man or woman has already put a price on your car. They know what they're willing to pay up front. They don't put a price on your car most of the time. Some of the time that don't apply, but most of the time they have put a price on your car. When you say that number and it ain't what they were thinking, then they like, oh, okay, they fall back or they get ghosted. You got them people that might know what they're looking at and they hit that number, or they say, I really don't want to sell it, so they know they got to make you get out of it. And then you got them people that they really been having their eye on your stuff, and when you tell them what the number is, they just, I want it, I want capping, when can we handle the business? So you know, that's what it is, man. But it's on the market. I won't be hard advertising for sale. They just let so don't get your panties in the bun like, man, leaving. People capping, y'all. Brand coat probably be around for another year or two, cause people capping longer than that. Somebody, what gonna happen? I'm gonna be somewhere off the internet, riding in it, and somebody gonna probably come up like, hey, I got you this and that, and they gonna cap me out. They gonna pay like their way, and I'm gonna have to get out of it then. Hey, I'm gonna have to get out of it then, man. If it make dollars, it makes sense to me. But yeah, old brown coat, man. Like I said, look at it, look black. Look at that paint, boy. J Hall. But yeah, that's it, man. That's what the video about. Let y'all know if you haven't seen my Facebook post, now you know brown coat is for sale. That's the price, $20K. If you want it, get at me. Hit me in the email, jmalcolm2004@gmail.com. I'm located in Georgia. I prefer cashier's check if we do it. That's how I do stuff. Cashier's check from the bank, or you can do cash, and we'll check every bill. That's just how we do it. But yeah, man, that's what it is. I say I'm not pressed to sell it. Y'all. This is not a good body brown coat. This is just this what the price is. People keep asking. So yeah, that's it, man. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. BCG, we out.